It's entertainment time here at the Hangout.
I'm just trying to bring a little culture to the group. It could totally use a friendly hangout. So,
Yep, back in the day, baby.
it's the culture, Daryl. Good hangout.
Whatever.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hangout Culture Podcast. We're so happy you're spending some time with us today. I am James. To my left, we have the distinguished drinker of dark ale, the Akron ABV Avenger, the dude that does not abide, Daisy Allendale if you're nasty, my buzzing cousin, David Murrin.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here.
To my right, we have the 2025 Podcast Producer of the Year, the tallest tree in Tennessee or tiny tiramisu. I know him as the Toledo Torpedo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your floor, Tom Crane.
Well, goddamn. Thanks for having me back.
All right, so what should we talk about first? Summer house or bowling?
Oh, Jesus.
But first, before we talk about any of those, if you like this channel, if you want to help support this channel while we're doing this podcast, please subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. Like this video, leave us a comment. We really love the comments. And make sure you follow us on our Instagram account at the Hangout Culture Podcast.
Yeah. Tom's over there running that as he does. Looking for some video segment recommendations. So DM him or even DM him let him know how we're doing.
Yeah.
If I can speak. My goodness. I'm going to take us right into our beer review.
Go right into it. Here it is for the camera.
I brought the beer for today. So I was trying to find a beer that I thought we would all enjoy. And
good idea.
yeah. So this is Victory Brewing. I'm not love it. I'm not typically a fan of Victory Brewing because they typically have a bunch of sours. But they do have
Here's how it looks.
A Belgian triple that I really enjoy. This one I have never had before.
Looks pretty light.
I was pleasantly surprised when I read on it that this was their take on a Piña Colada.
Oh, that's what I smelled. That's what I smelled when I opened it. I'm like, it smells good. I don't know if that picked up in the mic, but I was like, it smells good.
That was my first thought. It smells like the chapstick my sisters used to eat.
I've got high hopes for this one. It's 7.5%. It is named or labeled as a tropical island ale. So I don't know that is an actual style, but I know a tropical ale is, and oh my gosh, after pouring that, I smelled nothing.
I know
like
that like I'm
Holy
just smelling.
smokes.
I was just gonna bring that up again. Like it smells like super tropical down here in this studio right now. That's crazy. Wow, it just like lit up this room.
It's like walking through the mall.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Oh wow,
surprised.
that smells so much like a pina colada.
I'm surprised at how
Did you
clear
smell it?
It is. I would have expected it to be.
It's very clear. It's very
with
light and
that
clear.
kind of smell.
Guys, give it a whiff. It smells exactly like a pina colada.
Oh, yeah.
Like especially the head, the foam right there where it's.
Yeah, I definitely get the coconut.
I love
and
pina coladas
pineapple.
too. Do you guys like pina coladas?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
That's like my vacation drink.
Oh
is a
yeah,
pina
you have
colada.
to. It's indulgent.
I probably never have had one.
Really?
I used to get like Long Island's reflexively, but
I'm gonna cook you a meal of scallops and pina colada. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be expensive though.
We're gonna have the hangout culture cookout here this summer once this weather finally breaks.
All right, well, I'm excited to try this.
Yeah, go in for it. I've still got a little bit of foam on the top of mine.
It's funny because when you smell it, you're expecting to drink exactly a pina colada, the flavors and taste, but it's a typical beer. You know, it's a typical ale with an aroma that just is wild. It's not very fruity either. It's kind of bitter.
See, I get a lot of coconut.
That could be it. That could be the bitter
taste. I get a lot
it's super
of
tropical.
coconut.
I still get the same way that it smelled. Like that taste for me.
Yeah, it more matches for me than I think for you. The smell to taste, but I'm like struggling to find the pineapple in it. I'm getting a whole lot of coconut though. It's smooth. I will say that. It
is a lot of coconut. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as like crisp. I wouldn't use crisp as a word for this one. So as far as like drinking a bunch of them by the pool, I don't know if this would be my go-to.
It's not very sweet because when I smell it and it smells like a pina colada,
Yeah.
I'm just like, where's the sweetness? You know what I mean?
I smell pineapple, but I don't get a whole lot of the flavor.
And coconut isn't. I don't think it's inherently sweet. Maybe put into an ale, it's not. But it's 7.5. Did you say that ABV?
Yeah. It's,
Pilsner wheat.
Okay,
yeah.
so the malt is Pilsner wheat, like you just said. And the hops is El Dorado and HBC 472. Don't know about the HBC, but El Dorado is a fun hop that I've definitely brewed with before.
Interesting beer.
So.
If I give it a rating, I would probably rate this. Man, I would go. Hold on, one more sip.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one to rate because I don't. Like,
it is difficult.
I don't know what I want out of it. Like based on the smell, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like a fruity coconut.
I got it.
Beer, and I don't get that. I'm struggling. So go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a 7.2. It's not something I would get at a restaurant. It's not an 8. It's something I wouldn't be sad to have, especially if it was like a warm, hot day or whatever. So I think time and place for this beer. There's a time and place for this beer, and it's not too many at that time and place either. So I would give it a 7.2, and that's kind of being a little generous. So I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah, yeah. I will say that. So I had a beer score in my mind. Then I like my homebrew mind took over, and I was like, wait, hold on a second. Things aren't adding up. It's like a super crystal clear beer. I'm getting different aroma and I'm getting different flavors. Everything's artificial.
Yeah, that's kind of what I tasted too a little bit. Yeah.
There's no way that they used like real pineapple in it. There's no way that they used real coconut in it. It's all like I've seen these flavor. What are you saying, Tom?
It does say ale with natural flavors. It doesn't say which flavors, but
it could be a natural flavor extract though.
It could be naturally artificial.
Yeah, and even if it's not artificial and it's a natural flavor extract, usually if a beer is using a lot of fruit in their beer, they will list like how much fruit they use because it's usually an astronomical number. Like I know a couple breweries around us will use, whether it's like a hop or oh man, I'm trying to think. We just saw one that I think it was peaches that they use, and it was like a crazy amount of pounds of peaches they had to use, and they were boasting that in marketing, saying like this is how much peach we used, and like it doesn't translate in beer as much as you would think. You have to use way more of a fruit to get the flavor in the beer.
Right.
So my score dropped a little bit. I can't, like, as a home brewer, I just can't give it a super high score. So even though I enjoy it, I know how they got here, at least my suspicions. So I'm actually going to go a 7 flat, 7.0 on this beer. No, it's like riding my strict average because I do enjoy the flavor. The smell on it is wild.
Yeah, the smell.
So like the novelty of it does help a little bit.
Yeah,
but
the can's cool too. The can looks cool.
Me knowing how they got there, and I do like Victory Brewing. Like I do enjoy them as a brewery, so I wouldn't have expected it. But maybe to them it was just like this tropical island ale, summer release, limited edition type thing. They were like, throw a bunch of extract flavoring in it. We'll give the people what they want, quote unquote. But for me, knowing that like that's how they did it, it's like that's a little bit of a cheap way to go. So the 7.0 for me is where they fall.
What do you think, Tom?
So I'm pretty close as far as rating. I think that I've seen these a lot and have always kind of been curious, but just never ended up actually getting some. The smell is definitely, like, I feel like buying a 6-pack once to take to shares to give everybody one just to be like, you got to smell this and try it.
Right.
So I think like this is something I might buy a 6-pack for a cookout I have and do that like one time. I don't think I would buy it after that. I'd probably go about a 7. You know, it's got a fun flavor, fun kind of vibe and everything, and it doesn't taste bad. But I think I would rate it about a 7.
Yeah, we're all pretty similar.
So I'm like I'm ranking like the mid to low 7s across the board with me bringing beer.
Yeah, that's true.
This week, I don't know. As far as like marketing goes, I was like,
no, it looks good.
Island ale. Hopefully
I would get
the guys
this.
will like this. You know, the monkey has 4 arms on the can, which
Where
is
does it
always
say?
fun.
I would have
colada?
definitely picked it up to like give it a shot at some point, you know, because as we're buying beers, it's like sometimes we're getting them for different reasons, and I would have eventually grabbed this to try. So I'm glad we tried it.
Yeah,
Okay, pina colada inspired. Okay.
Do you want to read it? The little description on the back.
Well, yes,
I love these
it
descriptions.
says, join us on Tiki Time with this tropical pina colada inspired addition to the Victory Monkeys. Bringing big flavors of sweet pineapple and smooth coconut, Tiki Monkeys is a lush and refreshing sunshine sipper meant to help fuel the good times. So I was just wondering, I was like, where on the can does it say pina colada? But it's just in that little description.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was like all that I read to give me the inclination that it was going to be a pina colada. And like they nailed it on the aroma. So like I'll give them that.
Yeah.
It smells like a straight pina.
It almost smells too much like a pina colada because you're really expecting exactly that sweet flavor.
Yeah, I feel like the brewery when they were brewing this beer must have smelled so wild.
Oh, God.
Like,
yeah,
knowing that scent in an entire warehouse would have been crazy.
But it's weird that it is such a prominent smell and it's not a prominent taste. It's kind of weird. Like that's you feel like that should be balanced. It's,
right.
So it's not a positive or a negative thing. It's just kind of interesting.
It confuses the brain a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into our updates because last week we didn't do an update. We went straight into being redacted. So, should I do my update first, or do you want Tom to do his update?
No, I think we can go for you, Jen.
Okay.
You can get your update.
Okay.
2 weeks in a row.
All right. I feel blessed. Hashtag blessed.
As you should. We're skipping yours in the next 4 episodes. So.
I might do another Tarantino and start with something that happened today.
Oh, pick a new director. Don't be lazy.
Who else does that? I don't know. I don't even know actors' names or actresses. Tom, there's a video on the desktop. I was walking Lily.
You're starting us off with a clip.
Yes.
All right.
A clip from my phone from this morning. Right. So it's very cool. So I was walking Lily, and when she picks up on a scent, you can't stop her. She's deaf, so I think her sense of smell is even more. So there's this bush we always pass. It's like 3 houses down or whatever, and they pay no attention to it. But Lily was like on this bush. She would not stop from pulling to go to this bush. So I'm like, whatever. So right here where the video stopped, her whole head is in this bush. And it was like a Homer Simpson where she goes like in and out of the bush, like entirely practically. The rest of her body goes in the bush, and we'll play it to see what she wanted so badly.
Oh, jeez.
Then she goes all the way in.
And I love how Eddie's in the background, like
chilling.
Just
Yeah. It's a pizza crust. So somehow a pizza crust
threw a pizza
landed
crust?
square in the middle of that bush. So she went and grabbed it. She has such a keen sense of smell. When there's this park, like a quarter mile away from our house, and sometimes we walk there, and there's like a hiking trail, like next to it, and usually we just go along the trail just fine. But she hit on something, and she wanted to go to it so bad, just like this. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So she's pulling me. We go to the spot. And it's probably like 15 yards off the trail. And this is in the fall, so there's leaves everywhere. And she hits on it, and she's there, and I'm like, what is this? And I brush it off with my boots at the time. And it's a severed deer leg.
Oh.
Yeah, under like inches of leaves and stuff. So she has such a keen sense of smell. So I thought that was interesting this morning. And then she picked up on another one like 30 yards away. And then I was like, okay, we're getting back on the trail. This is like creepy. But yeah, it was under
deer parts.
Yeah, severed. Yeah, like wolves got to it or something. It was sad scene.
Is what they.
But did. it was like it was probably there for a couple of days because like there was like inches of leaves over top of it. But she just picked up on it and landed right on it. So
yeah,
that's my dog Lily. Love her.
Yeah, I wonder where like pits rank on sense of smell within the breeds, because like some breeds are way better than others. So like I would imagine pits are higher on that like hierarchy. You know what I mean?
I just attribute it to that she's deaf, and usually when people don't have a sense, all the other ones are heightened. So like her sense of smell might be like through the roof or something because she can't hear.
Yeah,
so I don't know. My theory.
Yeah, my smell hasn't gotten any better. I don't see any better. Maybe there's something to that, but for me, I haven't experienced anything. But that's mainly me just poking fun at myself. No, but
only half deaf.
I know that. Yeah. If I was fully deaf, then maybe I'd start seeing better. Wouldn't that be cool? You go deaf and you start like seeing an X-ray or something like that. That'd be cool. Or like the movie Daredevil, where you're blind and then you can like see things via sound. Like, do you guys remember that movie where like the raining scene outside? For some reason, this is like a core memory of mine from childhood.
I love the movies you have seen that we haven't. Like,
you haven't seen Daredevil, really though?
I know of it. Is that the Ben Affleck? He's blind one?
Yeah. So he's blind and he can like only see because he hears the vibrations of things. So like, there's this scene,
and then later he becomes Batman, which is the same thing.
Well, kind of a little bit. Yeah. It's just a scene where he can like they visualize the way that he's seeing vibrations in the rain, and he can like get in this fight scene with this person based on his hearing. But no, I just know that certain dogs can smell more than others, and I don't know. I was curious to see if like pits were on a hierarchy. I know that my dog, being a Bernedoodle, it probably doesn't have the best scent tracking, and like when I think of dogs and what they were utilized for with different breeds, like I guess I don't know. Like hunting dogs, for instance, are bred to do certain things.
Well, and that's basically what this is saying, is that they have a high sense of smell, but it's not like a bloodhound, but it's pretty close, and it's still like way 40 times more sensitive than humans.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that explains it. Like,
they can also
why
smell
a
pretty
pit
good.
can find that. Yeah. Continue on with your update.
So
though,
the
James.
next thing is I went to my first Guardians game, and that was really exciting. They ended up losing. Unfortunately, they usually lose when I see them in person.
You should probably stop going.
If I sit in the district seats, I'm good. If I sit at my parents' seats, which I'll show some videos here. I forgot to bring up tabs, but I took like a video or two, so I'll show kind of where we're sitting. It's down the third base line, behind the dugout. Really nice seats, like second row back. So really cool that they asked me to go, and they ended up losing to Tampa Bay. But there was something that was very controversial that happened at the game I was at.
You were at this one?
I was at that one.
Oh,
so,
no kidding.
The only kind of action we really got was Schneemann hitting a home run, and the home run ball went to like center left or whatever field. It went right into this guy's hands and bounced out, right? He had it, bounced out of his hands. It went on the ground and rolled in front of a little girl. From what I saw, and I didn't see this in person, obviously I had no idea this happened until the next day. Like it rolled like in front of this girl, and she was going down to get it, and he grabbed it like sort of at the same time she was going for it, maybe a little bit before. And dude, he just got lit up in real time. And I think he gave the ball back a couple innings later. But Tom, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But real quick, I was gonna ask you like if you knew what was going on this time, because they talk about a lot of events where they're oblivious because you're watching the game,
right,
and that's different than TV.
Oh, dude, I was high-fiving everyone while this happened. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, boom, boom, high five everywhere. I was not looking at where the ball landed, like what, because that was, again, I was like actually pretty close to home plate, so I was pretty far away from me. But I have a video of it, so I want to share so everyone knows what I'm talking about. And we can kind of discuss, and I have one more clip of him apologizing on local news the next day, because it just got so crazy for him. So we kind of talk about, like, how you would react in this situation and what you would do. I always try to clock children around me, so I know, like, okay, this is like a child, like 8 years old next to me, so I'm going to give him a ball. But some people aren't that self-aware sometimes, but you're also in the moment, so we'll talk about that later. But this is the video.
But if I had my kids next to me, could I truck somebody else's kids and say it's the ball's for mine?
I think all's fair in love and baseball.
I wouldn't. But
All's fair in love and baseball.
This guy stole the ball from this little girl. The Guardians hit a home run, and this fan tries for the catch, but it bounces off of him. The ball rolls to this little girl when the guy gets on his hands and knees to pry the ball away from her.
He's not going to steal. Yeah,
It's not in her
The girl was crying and
hands,
consoled while
but
the fan
I mean,
was celebrating with
semantics.
the ball. The Guardians saw
It's
what
still
happened,
weird.
and they delivered a new baseball to her to make it right.
When you see something wrong has occurred, it's nice to make up for it.
This guy stole the ball
Okay, you
from
can
this
pause it
little
because they actually
girl.
got something wrong in that
Yep,
video. That was the
that's
Tampa
what I
Bay organization. The Tampa Bay organization gave her that ball. So I don't know what they were talking about. We're a reliable source of news on this podcast.
I think they just assumed like it had to have been a Guardians person doing it. Like that would be the assumption.
I think that what they were playing audio wise was the Tampa Bay broadcast.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. You could be right. I don't know. But so I saw that happen, and then just really quick, he just got lit up so bad on social media and everything. He owns a business. He's a business owner, so this has affected like very much his wallet too, like directly. So I think that a day or two later, he's actually on the local news apologizing. I just have a clip of this, and we can kind of talk about the whole thing afterward.
Well, he got doxxed before you even knew this happened.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't anything vicious or malicious, and
Even affecting your business.
Yeah.
And that's not fair. Hopefully that stops.
No, and I appreciate that from Evelyn. Thank you so much for saying that, and thank you to their whole family. That means a lot to me.
They just played a video of her saying it's okay.
It's been a rough 24 hours, 36 hours. So I appreciate them saying that.
What have you learned from this, man?
Don't try to catch the ball. Don't go after the ball if you don't catch it.
Nothing. I've learned nothing.
I've also learned that the internet is a really mean and scary place. A lot of people have said a lot of really mean things. I've handled it. I've tried to block it out and get away from it. But people find a way.
So I want to throw this to you, Tom, first. What if your kids weren't there? Like if it was just like you and your buddy or a couple buddies, and a foul ball came to you or something like that happened, maybe like a lot, maybe less
It's not a
obvious.
foul ball. It's a home run ball.
Oh, it's a home run ball.
So.
Well, actually, it happens
is,
with anything.
It is different though.
Do you think so? Oh, that's actually an interesting take.
It's
That's
not
an
like
interesting take.
if it was like the 500th home run ball or a player's first, then that's different. But I don't.
But you're
know
going
if
to take
it's
it out of a
worth
girl's hand if
No,
it's the
no, no,
500th?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
See,
For
we
a
differ here.
500th, like
We differ
if
here.
somebody's like hitting a career moment,
And that's what I'm saying. If it could be worth like $500,000,
You're going to take it from the girl's hand?
Yeah.
No, but
yeah,
I would
sure. She's
want
got
to.
how many more
I think you
chances?
would.
I think
She's got
you
how
would,
many
and you
more
definitely
chances?
would.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know if I
Like
could.
if I'm in that exact situation, and like let's say like I'm wearing a Indians shirt, but it's Tommy. Like let's say back in the day it was Tommy's like career last home run. Yes, I'm taking that ball out of the girl's hands. She has the rest of her life to experience another moment with another star elsewhere. Like I'm sorry, that would be if it was that kind of like and in that exact situation where like I'm the only person it's coming to and I accidentally like fumble it, right?
Okay.
And I go over to get it and this little girl walks down the stairs and goes to get the ball. It to me in the video it doesn't look like it was in her hand and
Right.
he like snatched it
It
out.
rolled in front of her.
Yeah, it looked like
And she
they
was
were
going for it.
Yeah, and he was just like, nope, that's mine.
Because it was just in his hand like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And in the moment,
I think
like,
it's a little
get
more
it.
innocent than what
Right.
people are making it.
But
seem
as soon as
to
it
be.
hits the internet, dude, it has like a heated narrative around it too.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
And the optics are so bad, as well as he's already been on like broadcasts before because he's got like season tickets, so he's caught multiple home run balls.
Oh yeah.
So like they.
Oh, this guy then.
Yeah, so this isn't
Oh,
like
so
a once in a lifetime opportunity.
So then that totally
That
changes
does
the
totally change
narrative.
it.
And it's not like he tackled her and ripped it out of her hands, but for me, I'm like, and some of the people said like that's a kid, like let
Right.
them have that experience, and
Yeah.
and plus I know like you go and everything is filmed. Look at the Coldplay concert couple that got busted cheating.
Oh yeah, there's a camera on you.
And you're like the rest of his life, this follows him around.
Yeah.
Because of
he
a
made
baseball.
news the next day.
And owning a
That's
business.
incredible.
Yeah, and like a little 12-year-old girl's like, we forgive you, and like forever this will follow him around for a baseball.
So
Yeah,
let me flip it then, right? And say that one of your children at 12 years old, right, is in that situation. Are you furious at the
dude.
guy? Like, are you throwing fists? Maybe not that extreme, but like
I
going
would be
crazy.
so-
Would
I
you
would
be?
so mad. I would
Really?
be so mad. Yeah.
Okay.
If because it's like, why would you do that from a kid? Ultimately, you're an adult. Grow up, right? Like this is a kid's dream. It's different being at sporting events as a kid,
Fair.
right? Like so. It's like you're not bringing your glove there anymore. You're not. These aren't like these glorified.
She did have a glove.
If he brought his glove, he would have caught it.
Yeah, but the girl had a glove.
And that's fine for kids because for kids these are bigger than life things. These are these are like for us like Jim Tomey and stuff like that. So if I was 12, 13, 14, 15, it's different. But as an adult, like I'm either going to catch the ball and give it to my kids, or if I'm not there with my kids, I'm going to find one
Right.
next to me and let them have that
So
memory.
you do that for a home run ball?
Yeah.
Not a historic. Well, would you do it for a historic home run ball?
I'd catch the fucking ball unlike that guy, so I
Okay.
wouldn't be in this problem.
But
Okay,
if you
but-
were in this
so-
exact situation where you went to catch it, it bounced off, you see a little 12-year-old girl going for it, and
it
it's
sucks,
like,
but I should have caught it.
Yeah, you should have caught it. It's on me
Okay.
at that point. So David, we're well established that you'd snatch a valuable baseball out of a 12-year-old's hand. What about foul balls? Are foul balls for the kids? Or
yeah.
Are foul balls for the kids?
I don't
always
even know if like I like really distinguish it like foul ball, home run ball. I think home run balls are a little more valuable, yes, but like it has to be like the 500th home run, or like that's what I mean when I'm talking about like I would snatch it out of a like, and not even out of a girl's hand, just like we're going to the same
guy's,
place,
yeah.
and I was quicker. Like that's my like that. So that's how I feel about that. But I will say like somewhat to piggyback off of like this conversation, just because it's too close to a part of my update. I also went to a Guardians game and had the privilege of catching my first foul ball.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been going to games for over 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
And it was my very first foul
So
ball.
here's the follow-up question: were any kids around you?
No. But
Oh, you
what's
got to keep
Lucky.
it.
but what's fun is like it was a foul ball. We were on like the second story on the first base side, and the foul ball went up, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh, I started like walking towards it, and I was like, is it gonna make it to me, right? Because like that's the thing with foul balls, when you're one story up, like you can't tell how far it's gonna go really. And it landed, and I was maybe 3 feet away from it, and I started going toward it, like landed like hit the seat, and there was this other guy that probably mid to late 40s coming at me too, and so like we ended up like shoulder to shoulder, and both of our arms were like underneath the seat trying to like scrape around for the ball, and I just like look, and the ball got pinched between the seat and never made it to the ground. So I just like reached up, grabbed it, and like pulled back, and I did the whole like hands up thing, and
All's
was
fair in love and
super
baseball.
excited. So I didn't steal it from a little girl.
No, that's
but,
fair. That's a fair. That's
That
a
we
fair
know
game.
of. Is there video footage? Because I think we need proof. You just admitted you would.
But I will say, like, it in that moment, right? It was my very first foul ball. Let's say our seats right next to us, there was like a family with a small child. It would have been so hard for me to give that ball up.
Yeah, but
because
you probably
it was
would've.
I probably would have.
You would have.
But it would have been like a coin toss, maybe like 45% chances that I give it up, because like I have been going to games for 20 years.
Yeah,
only
it's difficult
wanting
to do that.
catch a foul ball.
Yep.
So like, but that's what I mean when you said like the home run ball. Like the first thing in my head was like, okay, but certain balls can mean different things to different people. So like when you say that this guy's caught multiple home runs, well, okay, it's all bullshit then. Like this guy's an asshole. But if that was like the only game that you had been to in 20 years,
Yeah, but no one's gonna
like,
know that regardless. So they're gonna see that
but
and
that's
judge it
what-
the
but
exact
that's what I
same
mean.
way.
It's so hard to say because like in my position, it's my first foul ball. Yes, I'm a 32-year-old man, but I would have been hard pressed to give it up.
But you could have like caught it, raise your hand, you know, you're on camera, you get that glory,
Sure.
you get that memory, and then you
Right.
hand it to a kid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the exact opposite of what happens to this guy, all of a sudden our podcast, people are watching. Because they're like, that's the good guy at the baseball game.
Exactly.
But
Watching
my
for the right
problem-
reasons.
So my problem is that, like, I went home and I have it like on display. Like having the foul ball means a lot to me to look back at
But
and
who hit
know
it?
that it came.
Yeah.
Fry.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
David
Fry
Fry.
hit it, and it was the same game. Unfortunately, I didn't stay afterwards to catch it, but it was the same game that Austin Hedges proposed to his fiance.
Congratulations,
after the
Austin
game.
Hedges.
Yeah.
Hey.
And if
HinmanProductionOhio.com.
if you're looking for any
photo
photo
and
or video,
video,
yeah.
booking both photo and video gets you 10% off your total price, saving our couples hundreds up front.
I love it. It sounded like the sped up part of an infomercial there. Like you did it so perfectly there.
It's the warnings in a prescription bottle.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh, these aren't warnings; they're benefits for booking with Inman Productions.
Yeah, it was just so good.
I just type this out so many times, like on a daily basis, like responding to ISO
funny.
posts and stuff. And
So what would you do though in this situation? Whether it's like
I would always give it up. I know
no
me,
matter what the home run ball is. Like let's say you're like
yeah.
Game 7, like World Series, you catch the game
if
home run.
If I'm like this and it's in my if I catch it in my glove and it's just me, like this ball is destined to me, I'll keep it.
So like that guy.
But if there was something like your situation, no matter what it is, and like there was a girl, like a little girl, little boy, or something like that, like going for it, we're that close together, I couldn't do it because I know anytime I look at the ball, I would just see their face every single time. And instead of like looking at the ball and seeing their faces and feeling sad, I would like to remember that moment and feel like happy and proud of myself in that moment. So like it's kind of like a binary there where it's like in my head, I already know I'm going to give it to the person no matter what. Like, but like if it's like a foul ball right towards me or like a home run ball right towards me, like it's mine. Like I don't even have to move for it, and it's just like boom in my glove.
But I'm thinking like in the scenario where it like bounces out of your glove, and like
fair game after that. Yeah, fair game.
You step like 5 feet to the left, and there's a little kid going for it. Are you still going for the ball?
I'll go for the ball. So much as like
put yourself in that exact scenario.
Yeah, I would go for the ball, but then like as soon as it's like in their space, it's not mine anymore. You know what I mean? And even if like I end up getting the ball and I'm in their space, I'm gonna give it to them. So that's how I would do it. I don't think I've ever gotten a foul ball, but this ball actually behind me, this is from when the Indians were in the World Series in 2016, and we my family knows from a family friend the ball boy. From that World Series. So this is actually a World Series ball. And actually, this is a PSA, public service announcement. If anyone cares about a baseball, keeping it pristine, don't keep it in a glove for a couple of years because all of the text and stuff, I can show the camera, it's like worn out. What's cool about this MLB is most regular season MLBs are in blue. This is actually in silver, but you can't tell. But like it says postseason on it and it's in silver. And the other side where it says Raleigh, I think it's the baseball company.
Man, you left that in a baseball glove?
I know. I f***ed up, dude. I f***ed up bad. But yeah, this is a World Series Indians baseball right here. So
man, I can't believe that didn't make
Series.
like a shelf somewhere like day one, like upon retrieval.
Dude, me and things like I've played catch with this ball.
What?
Yeah.
You're like the Sandlot.
You played catch with that ball? If I had a World Series ball, I would have only touched it twice.
See, but this is my mindset with things. You know what I mean? So like that's why I would probably let whoever got it, even though it's like Aaron Judge's 500th, whatever. I'd probably just let them have it because like again, seeing it would just like tear me apart every time I saw it, and like I'd rather have that memory of like
right. But like letting that sit there and not playing with it isn't tearing you up inside.
But like, I have played with it.
That's what would drive me crazy. If I had something like that, I would prize it so much that I wouldn't.
But I thought it was okay, honestly, because it was literally just in my mitt in the car. But it was like pristine in my mitt in the car. I played catch with it once or twice.
Okay, but like I would never even take the chance to throw it once or twice. Like I wouldn't get a grass stain on it. I wouldn't want anything to touch that ball. If it like that's
but I know
in
all
ball, dude.
Yeah, I'm the only one that needs to know, and I can share it with you guys.
How you can say it's game used?
It is game used too.
It was game used when you got it. It got it from the bat boy.
I'm sure it was like a foul ball that went in the dirt that he got and just threw it up to me.
Even better. I don't know. If I were, that's just me. If I were to get something like that, I would not be touching it. Like I have guitar picks from concerts that I got that like sit on a shelf. I would never strum a guitar with that pick. It sits.
See, this I'm not a collector though. I don't collect things. I don't like blah blah blah.
Well,
I'm a utility person. I use the thing.
I'm not a collector in the sense that I'm going out and buying things. It's like I'm a collector in the sense that if I'm graced with something, I'm like that needs to stay pristine. Like that, cherish that memory, and it stays the exact same way that it was when.
But it's all personal. It's all inside you. Like that baseball. Like people can look at it and it's not going to mean a thing to anyone, even if it was pristine. But to me, it was something cool, and I can share that with people.
But don't you think that, like, for instance, you just told me that it was a World Series baseball?
Yeah,
but
like,
if he
that is
that,
cool to
if
me.
He caught that at a World
think that's
Series
cool.
Game,
I think it would be cool.
Wouldn't.
No, I think he still would.
You think?
But like, I think it would
play
be.
with it.
I think it would be cool
if I couldn't find a baseball and I needed a baseball.
I think it would be cooler if all of the print was on it and it was like
it would be
pristine
nice
in the same way that you got it. Like it would have
But
never
it's not
made
gonna
it.
keep me up. You know what I mean? Just like
And I get it. We're
You know what
different
I mean?
people.
Yeah.
Like, it would keep me up. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, I would never let something like that just sit in my car for years. Like, that would be sitting on a shelf.
I get it. You do that right away. Maybe
it's a right away thing. Everything stays as pristine as like the conditions in my room. Like, I'll show a picture. I put the foul ball. My brother bought me a it's meant to be a beer mug, but like it's a baseball bat that was a Jim Thome baseball bat that's like cut out. So I put the foul ball that I caught on top of that, and like it's gonna stay there forever. I'm never gonna use that ball. It was only a foul ball hit from David Fry. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
But I would have done the same
that's
thing.
Like, oh, that's a cool memory. I want to keep that right there, picture perfect, the exact same way that I remember it.
No, I used to go to like when they were Indians games as much as I could. You know, it's not something I get to do very frequently, but you know, there was always that dream of catching a foul ball as a kid, even at Municipal Stadium, you know, with my dad. And we've gotten close. We've gotten like a couple rows, or usually if you go to like Akron, you know, they're all flying around you, but
rubber ducks.
But you know, it's always been one of those things. And like you were saying, every time one comes close, you're like, this is it. This is my moment.
Yes, it feels like it's
and you get so excited.
It's
and
a
then
Sandlot
like,
moment.
Man.
It's a Sandlot moment. You're like, I'm going to put my mitt out and it's going to land right in my mitt.
And everybody's going to cheer. So with this thing, one of the things that I was thinking of is, what if I run from my kids to chase this ball, right? And they see me steal it from a girl, and I'm going to give it to my kids, but the camera cuts away before they realize
it's still bad
that.
optics, even if it captures
and
you
that's
giving
what I'm
it to your
saying.
kid.
So like, then I'm like, do I have to give it to this girl and then make my kids cry? And then people are talking about how bad of a parent I am in that aspect.
No, they wouldn't talk about if you're a bad parent for letting the other kid have it. You know,
But
because you're feeling what that parent would feel, like just like you would feel that if someone snatched it from your kid.
But it is a weird situation. I think ultimately, like in yours, if you were going against a kid or something like that, it'd be cool to catch it and have that. But then I think the good memory would also be sharing that and making like giving somebody else a memory that they'll have forever.
Because they'll probably keep that baseball forever and then always remember you as a person that was generous.
And they
enough
won't
to
play with it.
Well, no, maybe they'll just let it sit in the trunk and it'll get all worn out and busted. And...
Shouts out James, the bat boy for the Indians, the 2016 World Series.
I thought you were shouting out yourself.
Me too.
I was like, what?
No, that was mine. His name is also James. Believe it or not, there's more than one James. Or James's is.
I just thought you were being like the most egotistical. Like, nope, shouts out me. I'm just gonna put it in my trunk.
Nope, that was not a shout out for myself. But I still remember it, and I still have great memories, and it's right behind me. It's good. So I really quick. The rest of my stuff has to do with like, just
we're still on your update.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, your updates take the long. You about not having an update.
No, but
and then
he's
they end up
finally got a
taking
good
45.
one.
Am I on a hot one right now, Tom?
No, I think it's fun because, you know, I had brought this for my video segment, so it's like this has been a hot topic, so I think this is fun. Plus, it's baseball season. Like, it's the beginning. Right now, the Guardians are not on the hot streak.
We just won today.
We won today, which,
God bless. We didn't get swept by Tampa.
As of filming today.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's exciting. You know, it's spring. It's a new season. It's hope. It's like the one team that everybody feels like no matter what has a chance. And we all have baseball memories. We've all gone to games since we're kids. We've all played. My son's playing now, so like I love this baseball talk.
I think we've all or maybe we haven't said, but favorite sport. I think we've said like mine is definitely baseball. And I think the baseball season happens at the perfect time though. Like you just said, spring. Like everything is just now getting back into that like summer feel. You're starting to get back into sports, at least to me. Like I was never a huge basketball season fan, so like I wasn't watching throughout the season. I would watch when playoffs start, but even that is like starting when spring starts too. I'm just boasting about baseball. Baseball's great.
All right, so well, speaking of baseball, I have a couple more things that happened this week in baseball that were all weird, and I'm learning even today new things about baseball. So I thought I'd share them. I'm looking at my whiteboard here. So what I learned this week in baseball so teams only have 14 pitchers in their roster, except for, if you had to guess which team has more pitchers on their roster, what team do you think it would be to break that rule, to have like a new rule for this team?
Astros.
No.
Guardians.
No, it's the Dodgers from Shohei Ohtani. So he's technically the 15th person. So they technically have 15 people on their pitching roster when teams are only supposed to have 14. So I thought that was interesting. They're making some new rules because he's also like a DH and stuff like that. So Tom,
did he get away with betting?
Wasn't it
The
real estate?
interpreter took the fall
Yeah, it was
for
his
it.
interpreter.
But when we've got Emmanuel Clase facing 65 years in
We can't
federal
talk.
prison,
We can't talk.
But
that's what that actually ended up being.
he's facing up to 65 years. Like, it's a federal thing. And
I didn't realize.
Shohei,
Wow.
his interpreter took the fall.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Why would you
I
have to
do
bet if you were
remember
Shohei?
hearing the story, but
It
I
doesn't
don't
make sense to
remember.
me.
Yeah.
Because Clausen wasn't, and I'm using huge air quotes here, making that much money, even though I know he's making god awful like crazy money. But like in terms of comparing that to Shohei, like
Wasn't this
Shohei
before?
he has generational wealth just by playing baseball. Not even any of his endorsements or anything. He doesn't need to gamble.
Before
That's crazy.
he had like signed big contracts.
No, he was always a big star. Yeah, even on the Angels, he was huge. Yeah, big commodity. So I learned that, and then I also learned that once you pass the baseline, as a player on the roster, once you pass that baseline when the inning begins, you have to play, because the Mets did a little up where one of their closers comes out when it's like pitch. I don't know. He was supposed to come out. The pitcher at the time thought he was still pitching in the next inning. So when that inning happens, he runs out, crosses the first baseline into the game, and he had to pitch against one pitcher, and then they had to bring in someone else. And I didn't know that that was a rule where it's like, oh, as soon as you step over that line, now you have to play that inning. I didn't know that. And then the last thing I didn't know about baseball this week is that there's such thing as a bench coach. So the Red Sox just like fired a ton of, the Red Sox are shit this year. They fired like 4 to 6 of their coaches and manager, I think. Like they cleaned house on everything. One of the coaches that they released was a bench coach. Now, I have no idea there was such thing as a bench coach. I'm just wondering, like, if you're, born to be a bench coach, like if you're riding the bench all your life and like the coaches like point at you, it's like, you're in. It's like, no, I can't do this. I'm a bench player. I have aspirations to be a bench coach. I need all the, I don't know. Just a bench coach. What are you supposed to be good at?
I feel like a bench coach is like I feel like it's one of those made up like positions that's just a matter of like getting your name in the door to move up.
Well, it's like an assistant. It's basically I'm a glorified assistant with just a different
I
name.
wanted a different take on it because I was thinking in my head bench coach. I'm like, they do nothing. These people are on the bench.
Well,
They prepare game plans, analyze scouting reports, managing. Now with all the analytical stuff, every sport now you've got more coaches than ever before.
But what's the interview process look
Moneyball.
like? Like, how much time have you spent on the bench? Well, I spent years on the bench. All right, strong candidate, Bill. I'm just writing a joke in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
writing a joke, I guess. Out loud.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I think of like baseball specifically. I feel like has this like we already have like minor leagues, and then there's AAA ball, and like there's all these different like subdivisions of baseball. Like it creates these weird positions where like it's always getting your name in the door to then move up. You're always trying to move
I get it.
up.
I was just
So
more or less wondering to know if you guys knew that was actually a position, and just like how funny like
I would say that I didn't know that it was a position.
Yeah.
I think that it's hilarious, and it doesn't surprise me that baseball would be the sport that would have like a bench coach. Like, does football have a bench coach?
Do they have a bench in
as
football?
well?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you have the biggest roster in sports
they have
for
coaches.
NFL.
Well, you have
everything.
second string and third string.
Yeah, but
what's the difference?
You
Is there a
have
difference?
individual position coaches. You have group position coaches.
Yeah.
You
I
have
get
strength
that.
and
I get
condition-
that.
So similar to your bench coach, that's like
I
the
don't get that.
assistant.
There
It's
couldn't
kinda
be
that.
any overlap in any of the other coaches where they would like just understand the game plan and what's happening, or specifically for the bench. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I don't know all the ins and outs of sports teams managements. That's not my degree. But I thought that was interesting and funny. I'm going to try to write a joke on it because, they fired their bench coach. It's like, well, who cares?
So for baseball,
Yeah.
these are the top coaches are the manager, the pitching coach, hitting coach, bullpen coach, base coach, and the bench coach, who is the assistant with the team strategy. So he's
He's
giving
like vice
advice.
president. He's like vice president.
Hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do this.
So he's like
Hey,
in the
you should get a
dugout. He's in the dugout next to the manager. Like he's the strategy guy. He's like, maybe you.
He's going
do
to get
this
the
instead of
gum,
that.
and he's going to get the chew.
He makes sure everyone has sunflower seeds and
That's a
orange
great take.
slices.
That's a great take.
All right, we were just about to go into Tom's intro. Tom's
Tom does have an
update.
intro.
But he's doing he's doing God's work of checking the cameras, make sure we're all good here, making sure the production is top notch. Again, 2025 podcast producer of the year.
Yes, I'm gonna crack this second beer. If those at home are drinking with us, crack your second beer.
Yes.
Get into the second half of the episode.
Drink responsibly.
Of course, yes, always.
All right, so our cameras are good to go. I'm good to go. Hope you're good to go at home because we're about to go into Tom's update.
And the more you drink, the funnier we are.
So be sure you're on your third or fourth beer.
So my updates are pretty getting into that summer stuff. We're talking about baseball. So Hudson's doing T-ball this year. He's a left-handed hitter, number 25, which obviously Jim Thome is the inspiration for that, is one of my all-time favorites.
He was a lefty too, right? Yeah, he was a lefty.
He was, yeah. And so, like, me growing up playing baseball, I tried to emulate Jim Thome and Ken Griffey, who were both lefties.
Different stance, different swings.
Yeah. But I took a little bit from both of them, as you know. I got yelled at for grabbing my crotch as much as Jim Thome, though. So that's
gotta do what you gotta do.
My grandma's like, "That's gross. You gotta stop
Thome style. Yeah.
It's a readjustment.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man.
Got to make
You wear a cup.
Yeah.
Baseball's a sport of superstitions. You
Yeah.
gotta adjust.
And that's where it gets kind of weird because it was like tapping the plate the same way every time, and it's like, I wasn't.
Oh,
that
that's so
great,
funny. Did
but-
you guys have
wasn't that
routines?
Yeah.
Did you tap the plate in the same way every time, James? I know you played high school. Did you have like a routine
I tapped
to
the
walking
corner.
in?
I tapped the corner, the far corner, and that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, man. See, I tapped. I made like a little cross. Like I did like top, bottom, left, right, and then went into
No,
my
I wrote
stance.
out my initials, and then I wrote out Isaiah 3:16, and then I signed it, and then I had my notary come in, and
It was definitely not based on the cross. I was just hitting the corners of the bag. But
Yeah, no, mine was kind of a similar thing to that. But you know, and it's funny because you pick it up. So it's like even watching him at T-ball, it's like 5-6-year-olds, but you can tell that some of them watch a lot of highlights, and so they're trying to do these swings and
oh my
and
god,
stuff. So it's definitely interesting because Hudson is. I don't know how much of an athlete he is, but he loves to dance. So
so he's athletic.
So, but he's good at like hitting, and he's kind of a switch hitter, but I'm trying to get him to focus on one. He can throw sometimes. Catching is not that great, so I feel bad because I think I bounced the ball off his head a couple times. Warming up at practice yesterday, he got busted in the lip. So I feel really bad, but I think he's gonna get there.
he just needs to stop moonwalking to first base.
You know, and being a butterfly.
But does he know where to go when he runs? Because that was
Yes.
the thing I messed up a bunch.
Yes.
So he knows where first is.
Yes, because last summer we did like a 6-week introduction to baseball and that type of stuff. And so he has some of the base knowledge. So it's not like the kids who hits the ball and then tries to catch it themselves.
Yeah.
Or runs to third instead of first.
Or pitcher's mound. I've done that.
Yeah.
Been there.
So he's good. But you know, it's been a lot of fun. So I'm kind of in that phase of like, he needs to learn how to ride his bike with no training wheels, and he needs to get better at catching. So I'm trying to cram both things into this early spring.
Wow.
So we're kind of doing a combination, so it's keeping us pretty busy. And then one of the other things I was going to bring up.
That's fun.
If you
I
can
mean, that's
read
not-
your handwriting, is that what that was?
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up another thing. I thought you were...
No,
he's trying
I was
to read
going
it.
to bring up another thing, but I couldn't think of which one I want. There's a few things that have kind of
This
happened.
is the update episode.
Yeah, it's the update episode. You know, okay, one of the things he's been having a lot of nightmares lately for some
Hudson?
reason. Yeah.
Really?
So it's like really tough because I think we've talked about some of these things where like I don't remember most of my dreams, But it's hard in the morning when he's like, oh yeah, there's an invisible man that's chasing me, or a red demon in the mirror behind me while I'm in the bathroom.
This is what he's dreaming?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So my wife is saging the house because I can't stand the smell. So she's like, oh, I gotta try anything. So that's what's going on at my house as I prepare for jury duty tomorrow. Golly.
Oh, boy.
And I'm proud to be an American.
So
there's another copyright.
If you got paid, but they're like,
oh, they do pay you a little bit.
No, they said only if it goes more than a week.
No way.
Then they pay you $15.
James,
No
the whole
way.
thing. James, the whole thing's a scam. You thought you
No,
got...
I literally just did jury duty earlier this year. No, like they pay. I don't know if it's different counties.
Well, my dad did Cuyahoga County years ago, and he got like $20 a day.
I got more
or
than that.
something like that.
I went 2 days, and I think I got 60.
Yeah, no, not
Or
at
something like that.
the city that I live in. They said only if it goes 2 weeks. So they said, hey,
How did they do that?
it's a public civic duty, and I should be privileged and happy to be serving my community.
But they should also pay for your parking.
Well, it's free parking. It's downtown bar.
Oh, mine wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
But-
is the benefit.
Yeah.
But I went to my boss like a month ago, and I was like, hey, they said I could get out of it if you say, hey, we need you to work, you don't get paid. And everybody acted like they'd never heard of it. And then today I got the email saying that I had to go in tomorrow. And a coworker's like, oh yeah, I never have to go because HR sent them a letter and got me out of it. So I had planned on, my niece is getting married this weekend, and I'm very excited for her. Kylie and Riley are getting married, and I volunteered to do the
James
photos.
loves clapping. I'm not
You
a
do
big
not.
clapper.
No, you look so pissed. I looked over and you just look so mad to clap.
I'm not like a woohoo kind of like person. So
It sounds
it's
fun.
Funny.
It sounds fun.
I get it. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, God bless.
So we'll just put it in post. There'll be a lot of clapping and a laugh track.
Oh, there's nothing but applause happening right now for like the next 45 seconds.
Well, thank you.
All right, so your niece is getting married.
Yes.
So I feel a peak from now.
So I'm super. So we're gonna talk Browns. So I'm super excited, but I had planned on taking a day off, like a PTO day, vacation day, to edit photos and spend time recovering from a weekend wedding.
Yeah.
And instead, I'm gonna be sitting in a courthouse, like aggravated. So
Wait, how do you know you're gonna be in the courthouse?
He has
That's
to use
where-
his PTO day
yeah,
to be in jury duty.
Yeah.
instead
Oh my
of
God, that's right. Okay, sorry.
taking
Yeah.
it off.
Oh.
yeah. So so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, excitedly, and then finally, I thought that I'd have more opportunity to wear this Cavs jersey because I thought they were going to be in the playoffs a lot longer.
Oh, we're going deep, baby. We're going deep in the playoffs, baby.
Well, right now.
Oh, actually, I'm just looking at the score. We're down 22-10.
Well, it's still early, but
Not good.
Series is tied 2-2. So
For now.
and we don't have LeBron. And
For now.
So I might not get a chance to wear my Cavs stuff. So here, supporting the Cavs while we can.
Let's go, Cavs.
And let's
The
hope-
Cavs just have the Cavs. Jesus Christ! The Cavs just have this like terrible playoff like sickness.
Terrible luck. Yeah, they're a
Like,
better
we
team.
start the playoffs and then we just suck ass. No matter what we do in the normal season.
Yeah,
It's
we look great in
terrible.
the normal season, so it really doesn't matter what we do, but we usually look great. And then the postseason, terrible. We're pretty healthy this year too.
Well, they get injured and then they get beat up. And then when we talked about them trading for Harden, one of the first things you think of is you think of the playoff failures. Like there's plenty of times he's scored 40, 50 points. He's led the team to victory. But you think of the times where he went 0 for 15 and 3-pointers. And so like you kind of thought, well, with Donovan and with James Harden. And so it's, they could win the next 2 games and then this could keep going. But it's just kind of discouraging because you really had a lot of hope the last couple years. And
Is this game at home?
This one is, I think.
yeah, they play home,
yeah.
away, and home. So people are saying that, like, if the Cavs lose, this could be Donovan's last home game as a Cavalier. So we'll see what happens.
Is there talk of us getting rid of? I'm unfamiliar with like
It's
rumors
just that,
and
like,
stuff. So.
whole, if he gets frustrated, they could potentially trade him to try to get somebody else. They could, who knows what'll go on. I know
Well,
for a while they thought LeBron was automatically coming here next year, but
We might have spoke too soon on that, but
Maybe.
we're keeping our fingers crossed. Yeah, the only game I watched, basketball is so swingy because the only game I watched, they look so good and so dominant. You know, it's not like baseball where when you're in a series, like, you know, a team like slowly but surely like edges themselves out and like makes them better than the other. It seems to me when I'm watching that, I might have a higher baseball IQ than that, but it seems to like a baseball team can run away with a series and not be so swingy. Basketball is just like, they do great, they do terrible, they do great, they do terrible, and it's just like really tough to watch.
I think everything happens in like breaks though. Like within basketball, like there's so much more happening. You can see the ebb and flow of a game even just by looking at like the 4 quarter scores. Like what a team did each quarter versus the other kind of tells a story. Yeah. You almost have to look at a series for a baseball comparison. Like you can see the scorecard like innings 1 through 9 and like somewhat tell a story, but to really get the story you kind of have to look at a series.
I'm really just like thinking of like body language and like how they look on the court and stuff, because like the Cavs could look on fire one day, like really hot and dominant, like these guys are just bigger, then the next day they just look like shrivel up. And
see, I think it goes by the quarter though with basketball. I think that like teams look like hot for quarter 1, and then quarter 2 you're like, is this the same team that was playing last quarter?
But the league has transitioned, you know, and I think like with the Golden State Warriors, you would watch when they were at their peak and you're like, even a 20-point lead is not safe. Right? Yeah. Because they can just come and they can just hit 5-6 threes in a row, and all of a sudden the game has gone from 20 down to So, and that's kind of a big thing with the game, is it's a lot of threes and dunks. So if you are hitting your threes, like everything is great, you're running away with it, but when you start missing those, all of a sudden it's like you have these runs. And I think, you know, it was Cavs 1-2 at home, Toronto 1-2 on their home court, which kind of tends to happen a little bit. But it's definitely huge momentum swings. And you know, you're talking about baseball, you will get those series where one game is 12-4, and then the next are like 1-2 and 2-3. And you're like, well, how could you lose these 1-point games but beat them by 7? You know, and then with basketball, you kind of get these major dramatic shifts where a team looks like they could win the championship, and then the next game they look like they don't belong.
Yeah, basketball is like instantaneous feedback. You know, I guess that's what I'm kind of like trying to say when it comes to like how basically you're feeling about a game or a series is like instantaneous feedback. Baseball is kind of like delayed. You kind of have to wait like 2 or 3 innings until like the guy that's hot is going to come up again, or you know, the guy that's cold might get a hit or something. So the stories just develop a lot slower in baseball than basketball.
Yeah, and that was kind of mainly what I was saying. Like you see like a storyline happen quicker over the course of a game.
Yeah.
You see like guys go through like, oh, they hit 3 threes in a row and like they're super hot, and then they'll go like stagnant for 4 threes missed in a row, and it's like, how does that happen? But
it all comes down to what you enjoy watching, because I had, you know, the moment of like, do I watch a regular season Guardians game or a playoff Cavs game? I'm like, Guardians game. You know what I mean? So that's just me though.
I would pick the playoff game. And only because it's a playoff game. If it's a Cavs game versus Guardians, I'm watching baseball all day.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a playoff game, I would have chose the Cavs.
But I think, I ended up switching to the Cavs game for some reason. But I chose the Guardians game at first. But
yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been sports centric. I know they had the NFL draft, they had the Cavs stuff.
If you guys want to talk about the Browns draft really quick, I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah.
Real quick, sub 35 minutes, Tom. Let's go.
Okay. So there was really only one thing that we take away from the Browns or the draft, and I kind of was talking about it pre-show, was like everything now is kind of social media centric, right? Everything is for a clip. Everything is like, look at me. Okay, now we're going to post this. So, you know, these players now, they've made it. You get drafted. You have this long walk down this hallway, and the players go and they touch the helmet and they look into the camera and they put this hat on and they cry, and they, you know, the one guy starts drooling and spitting all over himself accidentally.
Oh my God.
Because he was like blubbering, crying, and then it's just like spit flying. But the Bucks picked one dude, and I don't remember his name, but maybe I'll send you a picture or something like that. He gets his hat, he walks. He doesn't even stop when he grabs the hat to like look in the mirror and pose like everybody else. He just grabs it and keeps going. And if you've ever seen Mission Impossible, there's a meme because Henry Cavill, I believe is the actor's name, he does this move where he like loads up his fists, and this dude does it. And so it's a clip that's going around because he just like, he did not care about the cameras. He came out, he cocked his fists and loaded his fists, and he's like, I'm ready to go to work. I don't give a shit what my number is. Let's go. And I thought it was the coolest thing of the draft.
That is good. I actually didn't catch any of the draft. I've been very detached from the Cleveland Browns and football. Mainly since during the offseason I saw that they were planning on starting Deshaun Watson over Shedeur Sanders. And that to me, I don't care what money we've put into Deshaun Watson. At this point, no one in Cleveland wants to see that man on the field.
No.
What are we doing?
No. And they're like, oh, well, it's been a few years. They'll kind of move on. It's like the last thing we seen of him was fans were cheering as he tore his Achilles and was taken away.
Right. And not only that, but like, let's talk about what's happened since the football season. Epstein files.
Yeah.
And we're going to be okay with Deshaun Watson coming back on the field this next season. Like, let's be realistic about like optics. If that's what they're worried about, like you start Shedeur Sanders. And didn't we just pick another quarterback?
In the sixth round. As like a project. So he's somebody that they're going to put in to do like run a fake. But the thing with Deshaun Watson over Shedeur is that they view as he's the veteran, right? So he's going to look better in shorts and t-shirt because he knows the plays. He's been doing it longer. But when you get into a game, the problem with Deshaun Watson is he hasn't been good in 6 years. So he's like 2 steps behind. So he may look good in practice and he may get the starting position. But once games start going, it's going to be the same thing as it's been. So I would rather see Shedeur. I think Deshaun Watson, they just need to let him ride out the rest of his contract on the bench and be done.
And then never play football again.
Never.
I totally agree with what Tom said.
Luckily, he doesn't have to.
I second everything Tom said.
He
can dance on TikTok with his wife and call it a day.
Yes. I mean, he never has to like show face again. We were talking about you money. Like that man had you money.
Yep.
Guaranteed. He could literally turn the lights off and never talk to anyone again.
Yep.
And that's that.
But most likely the Browns will suck again and we'll be picking another quarterback and he'll be gone next year.
Yeah. So who are you rooting for next year? NFL team. Who are you picking up?
Well, the Niners have been my backup team for the last few years, even though they don't know how to draft, and there's some funny videos about that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I think I will transition into my update.
Unless Tom has something else.
I mean, I think this episode's over.
Fuck you, Tom.
All right. Well, thanks for the hangout. We appreciate it. Tune in next Wednesday.
Well, luckily I only have a couple things. One, you will actually both be happy to hear because it's news to you both. My big shout out to my best friend Adam, who lives in New York City. He just over this past weekend took place and like participated in the London Marathon.
So did Carl from Summer House.
Oh.
Okay, see, that's how we get our views. Now go on.
Jesus Christ. Good for
HMS. He's doing pretty well.
Okay, well.
So let's open this discussion up to Carl. Thoughts?
Well, you should DM him and see if we can get him on the podcast. Maybe that'll help the viewership. But Adam made the marathon, completed it, and the reason that I think that it is super fun, he was apt to text me and say that the hangout culture took up the first 2 hours of his marathon.
Which episode was it? Was it 2 hours? So it was
I didn't ask. So it was like probably the finishing of one and the starting of another.
You heard it first here. We ran the London Marathon.
Yeah, I thought it was right there with cool. So his wife actually set up something pretty cool where like every mile marker you can leave a voice memo for the runner. So she sent a link and we could like leave a voice memo for whatever mile marker we decided. And I thought it was super neat. So Alex and I left a voice memo. I might make this like an outtake, like fun thing, but we were talking about the number 25. I was like, I have to do number 25, like a standalone. Like, I don't want to leave it with Alex. I don't want it to be like this, like, nice, you can do it, Adam thing. So I wrote a rap.
Oh,
and
let's get it.
Recorded the rap to music. I had to use like Adobe to like overlay audio layers to like make it all sound good. And I have a like recorded version of it. I can show you guys in between episodes. I'll add it as an outtake.
Okay, it'll be at the end of the episode.
Yes, at the end of the episode.
Stay tuned
I'll add
for
it.
David's rap.
For
those of you that don't know, David does
fun.
freestyle rapping.
Yeah,
it's very good.
He's going to be doing it live on the podcast.
Yes, eventually.
Comment below if you want David to do a live freestyle.
Yeah,
We'll
comment below. If I get enough comments, I'll definitely do it live.
Yeah, we'll do something like Soundstripe.
We need Trent to do a beat for you.
Have Trent make a beat, and I'll write a rap to it. We can perform it live.
All right, Trent, we're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Seriously, I'll definitely do
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm Kareem.
Unfortunately, I can't sing, so my creative outlet goes to writing raps. So yeah, I like to, when I can, add rapping into a way of motivation, and this was what I did for my buddy Adam for the 25th mile. Which, for anyone that knows marathons, you only have 26.2 or 26.4 miles. So like right there at the end, I was like, let me hit him with an inspirational rap. Hopefully this will get him to the finish line. So that was super cool.
I'm excited to listen to it at the end when this is published with all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to share it.
And also shout out Adam, congratulations.
Yeah, shouts out Adam, congratulations.
Yeah, I worked his wedding, so I've met them before.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
Let's show it. Can we show a wedding picture?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of the best. That was such an awesome.
I was gonna say I wasn't there.
No. We showed that that pose was taken.
No, Whitney did. Oh no, that wasn't even Whitney. That was
no, that was.
I want to shout her out.
Allie.
Allie, thank you.
Yes.
Shouts out Allie.
It was Allie, and
tremendous photos.
We bring that pose up still today.
Well, and the video, the highlight video was that was like just perfect. Going right outside the venue, across the street with the sunset.
Yeah. It looked like a gorgeous.
I felt like I was good at what I do.
You were the lead videographer that wedding.
I was.
That's right.
I was.
That was your first lead videography, right?
And the only wedding I'd ever been at with a fight.
Yes. Oh my God, there was a fight at that wedding because the one guy had a broken foot and he
wheeled his ass all the way over.
Oh my God. Somewhat jump. Sorry, Adam. I know you listen.
Share this?
So it'll be fun. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I've talked with Adam post wedding about this, and it's all fine.
And you said you can share it on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll never hear it. He doesn't listen to us while he runs.
Yeah, he'll never listen. This was how many years ago, though?
Oh, this was 2022.
Yeah. Well,
no, 2023. I should know this. Their anniversary. No, this is 2021 because I was married in 2022. They were a year before me. So 2021, two of the guests there had one of them had an ex-girlfriend that was now dating a new guy at the wedding. So there was some like bad blood there. Old boyfriend had broken his foot and was on one of those like scooter things. Can you picture what I'll show like a picture of it?
Yeah, where you put your broken leg on and you
and like one leg goes up and it's like a little
like 90-degree leg,
three-wheel. So we I think Tom's trying to play their video.
I was trying to find the video and then ads just kept showing up.
But
you can play it if you want while we're talking.
He then saw his ex-girlfriend dancing with new boyfriend and had too much to drink, was upset about it, and the like cinematic scene that took place was him like full on scooter, like going the whole way across the dance floor and swung a punch. And I hate to admit, I was pretty drunk at this point. And
that's where I learned about rum and pineapple juice.
Yes, rum and pineapple juice is a dangerous mixture. I don't remember the punch happening. I remember the fight breaking out, me going out to like the entrance of the venue, out into like the concrete and gravel parking lot, and like I was holding one of the guys, so like I was separating them, and in this like scuffle, we ended up hitting the ground, and I ended up bleeding from my head. No clue that I was bleeding from my head. My wife comes out of the venue and like sees all this happening and is like, what is going on? She comes up to me. She was like, were you in the fight? And I'm like, no, I was just holding the one guy. She's like, you're bleeding. And I was like, what? So rum and pineapple juice is not safe for all people at weddings. But yeah, okay, good. 2021, I was right.
So now we're gonna watch the highlight video. So with that,
well, it'll be muted.
So Tom, did you do this whole thing, Tom?
Yeah,
Did you
just in the background. Yeah, I shot the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he was the best man.
We must have been spread thin that day because I
well,
was at another wedding.
You were at
another wedding. I was the best man. So like Tom did literally everything that I wasn't in. So like I think
because you were
there was a couple like shots of them.
There's a handful of like bridal portraits that you got, a handful of detail shots that you got. I was trying to be active as much as possible, but like I know a handful of their bridal portraits that I got. I know I flew the drone during their sunset portraits, which was cool.
So this was 5 years ago.
But also like
it's this venue. Yeah,
our cameras kept overheating.
Yeah, because it was a super hot
and so
summer
like
day.
Because there were A7 IIIs too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So it shut down before their first kiss, and I'm just like, oh my goodness! And I'm by myself trying to check cameras, and I'm like crying, like, oh my god, I suck at this.
It was wild because when I had gotten done with the ceremony. And I came to you like to try and help. You know, they're like getting their stuff together. I'm like, let's help you.
Look, there's
wrap
you
up cameras.
with hair.
Yeah, with hair. I forgot. I do have hair in this video.
I see some of our old videos, and I'm like, oh man.
Oh, I looked so good with hair. Blown out shots. God, I need to. We have come a long way. No, but I remember coming back and being like. So how did things go? And you were just like ghost white.
Yep.
And you were like, dude, I missed the first kiss.
Yep.
And I remember being like, so do I tank the rest of the day and make a big deal about this? Or do I save the rest of the day and do the best that I can in post? Because I remember I edited this, but I remember bringing you over and like it was kind of a collaboration.
Because I edited some of the formalities with like the sax man and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they had an awesome wedding.
Oh yeah, the sparklers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when we get into the reception
getting in
part
my
of
own
this
wide
video,
shot half the time.
God, I like being able to play a video and not worrying about copyrights.
Well,
like, we own this video, so we can just play in the background. But no, it was a very, very fun wedding. And I remember the DJ brought Ashley, the bride, behind the DJ set to like DJ a part of it. And then she ended up shooting a CO2 gun onto the crowd. So it makes the reception part of this.
Yeah, we do not shoot in like this slow-mo anymore.
No, this
is
is
like 120 frames.
Yeah, this is all on 120 frames.
It's so slow.
Even that, it's like kind of choppy still.
Well, and I think that's
like,
no, we're actually
just
choppy
like the
because
footage itself is choppy.
Because we're watching on this TV. I want to preface that like when we swing it over here, it is choppy. If you were watching over there, it'd be seamless. But...
And we got like 17 tabs open and stuff. So.
Yeah, it's just this. It might be like a long HDMI cable or something. But anytime I throw something up here, it's pretty choppy.
Gotcha.
But it is.
That's
is a
the shot
yeah.
that we reenact at like most weddings.
Yeah.
That we shoot.
And that was just one of those like. That was one of those like just like this is why we do it shots.
Yeah, they had one of my like favorite sunset portrait sessions. It wasn't on like a rooftop in Cleveland. It wasn't in like this crazy extravagant location.
But
like,
it looks like it.
No, that was across the
I mean,
street,
it
and
it's
it's actually a very pretty view.
Yeah,
and we
it's
can
just across the street.
We can give a slight shout out. That's all Bella Amore. Or no, Enchanted Acres.
Enchanted Acres.
This is the barn on Enchanted Acres.
Yeah.
Then they also have Bella Amore, and they have Glass on Enchanted Acres. I think is the other third venue that they have.
But this was the first time I flew a drone, so that was pretty cool.
I had to let you fly. Yeah, I was busy. You had to fly the drone. No, and so Big
So
shout out to Adam.
Hell yeah.
I hope he
how did we get here?
Talked about
Bob
for
Ross.
a long time. Yeah, I hope Adam gets a bit.
So
Yeah,
how
that's
did
the
we get
sax
here?
man. The sax man giving a performance, and they had sparklers. Sorry, I caught the video again. So big shout out to Adam. Love you, bud. Hope you're doing good.
Big shout out to Tom
Congratulations.
for this video. It's great.
Yes.
I mean, even 5 years later, because things changed very quickly. Like these were the cameras that were we don't use now anymore.
Yeah,
even,
well,
so.
these are our B cameras
Yeah.
now. So like we have an entire different fleet of like main cameras now.
And shout out to Allie, right?
Allie,
yeah, like phenomenal. She shot a couple weddings for us, and she's just a phenomenal person and really good at what she does. And she's just she's one of those people that are naturally good at photography.
Yes,
because I think she does nursing full time, and so she does this kind of on the side. But like I instinctively like knew that she was just like phenomenal at what she did based on like the things she was saying, like her portfolio and stuff, and we were trying to expand at that time. But it just never works out because people aren't full time and stuff like that. It's like I think they moved or something happened, blah blah blah. But yeah, she was a great photographer. So shouts out to
everybody we've worked with has been like Mary, Whitney, Allison, Rachel, like everybody. They've all been high character people, high quality art, in the arts and just fun and just like making their day better, and they're just awesome people.
Every single person that's worked under the Inman name has been nothing but phenomenal. I'm not just saying that this company is our baby, so like anyone who would go to your wedding and would shoot for us is just not even just like an amazing person, but a great photographer too.
That's why I'm excited I get to shoot, because my niece, they're doing everything on a budget, and she was gonna have a friend of a family who has a camera do it, and it was like, man, I want to give you something like we give these people. Look at David with hair again.
I'm gonna have to put a screenshot of like me in this video with hair so people can remember what I once.
But it's just so
like.
cool because these are things that people are gonna have forever, and that's one of the things we always took so much pride in, is like 20 years from now they could be watching this. Or looking at the photos, and we just want them to be happy.
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
produce a
excited
product
to do
that matters.
Well, it's one of those things like I know that they specifically do like still watch that, or like I know for their it wasn't their wedding gift, it must have been their first anniversary, we gave them a printout of one of their wedding photos with Alex. She like hand painted their names and their wedding date on like the glass pane in front of it, and they still have that hanging in their apartment. And I know that it means a lot to them because they have a New York City apartment, very limited wall space, and it still has a place on the wall. So I know that they still cherish those photos and videos from their wedding. That's awesome. Yeah.
So do you want to keep along with this? This episode is just gonna be updates.
yeah.
Period.
This episode's nothing
no
but
topics.
updates.
We have a fun topic segment next episode, but we'll stick to updates.
Yeah, I think we might just end up.
Let's go, Tom.
I love it, Tom.
I'm a clapper in a
it.
room with no clappers. I'm a clapper. I'm a hugger. I'm a clapper.
No, I think I might actually just do a little bit of a tease to our audience and save my first topic for this next episode.
We're at an hour 20.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I want to
teasing.
I think I want to save it because I think it might go on for a second. Okay. Like I think it might be a topic that we talk about for a little bit. So
nothing else personally.
No, but I don't want to leave people on a bad note. That's the only thing that.
No,
like,
Tom, do you have a clip afterward? It's not that bad.
Do you have a positive clip afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. So the main thing
it's live footage of the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. So
you want to see 9/11?
God, Tom, Jesus Christ.
0 to 100 real quick.
I know.
No, I guess the only because if I'm not going to go in and like update things next episode, I guess it makes sense to include that in this one.
Yeah.
My lovely wife, unfortunately, with the change of seasons, had gotten sick this past week. So we went to the Guardians game on Sunday, and she was sick from Sunday night until Thursday night. So like she got sick once, it started to go away, and then she woke up Wednesday morning and was like, I feel worse than I did Sunday night. So it was just like this terrible thing. Well, on Wednesday, she was like, I'm feeling terrible. Let me like take a bath. I'm going to make some hot tea and like relax for a second. So she goes up and does that. I'm editing, right? And then about an hour and a half later, we end up going downstairs and find out that the overflow valve on our bathtub must be leaking because there was a stream of water coming down our ceiling fan. And yep, Tom, you guessed it. Our ceiling fan was on. So water was just spraying around our entire kitchen.
So you have to have a sprinkler in the house.
Oh yeah, it was a sprinkler. The dog was loving it.
Do you have any plants in that room, or
no plants?
Was anyone happy? Anything happy?
No, nobody was happy. Our cat was pissed. It stopped her from being able to get to her food and her litter box, so she was not very happy with that. And our dog thought it was fun until we realized like that's water that's been going through like loose insulation, the drywall above the ceiling fan. So like dog had to get a bath afterwards. Ended up being like a whole thing, like literally took up the entire rest of the day. We had to like take down the ceiling fan, cut out a hole for the drywall, put a damp raid up there to where it's going to dry out. We had to buy a new ceiling fan to then install. Like all of it was just like this unforeseen, like had no clue. Like Alex and I don't take baths. So like to know that the overflow valve on your bathtub was faulty.
Is that different than like a shower? Like if she was taking a shower, would it have happened?
Yeah. So there was actually an issue with like the seal around it. So like if you were to
your
picture,
bathtub.
yes.
Okay.
So like if you were to picture like where the overflow and like the normal drain is, it's all the same pipe. So it wasn't an issue there. It was an issue where it sealed to the bathtub. So when it got up to the overflow drain, it just started dripping down the tub and then made a pile of water and then drained to the low point, which was where our ceiling fan was, and which was only like a couple feet away. It's not like our house like sitting like the Tower of Pisa or anything, but it like drained then to that point, ran down the ceiling fan. I'll play a video because I have a video of like the water dripping from our light. And this is after we cut the power because we had to go downstairs to like the breaker and cut the power so that our house didn't blow up. And luckily it didn't, but it was like, oh, cool. So that's our Wednesday night. And that's how that's going to be spent. We ended up spending like Thursday going because, well, she went back to work on Thursday. So Thursday after she went to work, I met her at Menards. Actually, is where we ended up buying.
Save big money at Menards.
Okay, so I will say though, Menards
Copyright.
Yeah, Menards compared to Home Depot and Lowe's, if you're looking for a ceiling fan or lighting, go to Menards.
Shouts out Menards.
They
Shout
have
out
a
Menards.
much better,
Big fan.
cheap
Dude,
selection.
is that a Tom, that was good.
That was good. So that was kind of like the thing that popped up in my update world over the past couple weeks, outside of going to the Guardians game.
Well, have you also had to deal with, and I don't think you said this on the pod, but you told this to me personally, hail on your wife's car too?
Oh, Jesus.
Hail damage?
Yes.
So you've just been going through it the past couple days.
Yeah.
I feel bad
So,
for the past couple of weeks. Yeah.
Crazy. Like I can like make this a real condensed story, but like we went through a freak storm in Northeast Ohio where we were getting golf ball sized hail, and Alex came out from work. She works in Chagrin Falls, for any of those like Northeast Ohio listeners, right in the snow belt, and came out from work, and there were like 15 different visible dents on her hood.
And she drives a soft top Jeep. Is that what they call it?
Soft top Jeep Wrangler. So, and the top of the hood, or the top of her Jeep, was also broken, and she learned this when she was driving on her way home from on the highway, and the top in the middle started like coming up to where it was letting water in to the Jeep, and she had to like pull over underneath the bridge at one point because it was hailing so bad. She said it was the worst weather that she's ever driven through, and it was this whole big thing. Cracked her windshield as well. And it was like this big freak event. I remember seeing different videos of people were driving through and like the back of their Teslas, because the windshield is so flat, they were like impaled entirely. Like people were driving, taking like selfie videos while they're driving, of course. And there's hail like coming into the back of their Tesla. It was like this really weird thing, but of course it struck her, hit her on the same, like the week before she got sick, and then our ceiling fan was spewing water. So it's been like a real fun past 2 weeks. Tough. I'm happy I caught a foul ball.
Yeah.
that's been like the silver lining.
That's life though. That's life. You know what I mean?
Weeks. Yeah.
You roll with the punches, and you hope to see some silver linings.
Yeah.
In between those punches.
Yeah, I keep telling myself, it can only get better from here, right? Like you can't deal with another home issue, and so hopefully it'll stop there. Knock on wood, or knock on real wood.
Do we have real wood?
I think this table's real wood. I mean the center.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's a heavy table.
So yeah, I think that's like the gist of my update, and I'm hoping that Tom's video segment can bring us back up, because I do want to save that topic as a little bit of a tease for our audience to keep them listening next week.
And if you want to support this podcast and YouTube channel, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Comment on this video. Your favorite part about this podcast or this episode so far.
Yeah.
Send us Menards gift cards.
Yeah.
We're all homeowners and it sucks.
Yeah. Let us know whose update you like the most.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a fun comment. Let us know anything.
Yeah. And let us know if you want to keep Tom's beard short or if you want it to keep growing. Tom,
I did shave it yesterday.
Okay, so you're keeping it short for now?
I guess.
We're going into
I like
summer.
it.
I guess.
We're going into
Summer
summer.
weather. You got to keep it short.
I'm usually like the contrarian, so like I would grow it out during the summer and then shave it in no shave November. It just kind of happened that way.
That seems idiotic. Why would you
no, it's
grow
contrarian.
It out during the
it's
summer?
Contrarian.
Yeah, I mean, just but then I realized how many times I made the same joke about why I sleep on the couch was because I was growing it out because my wife didn't like it, and I kind of realized like maybe I should just keep it short because she likes it short for a little bit.
Smart man. Smart
what
man.
happens.
Clip that for Megan.
Shout out to Megan. He's keeping it short.
Yeah. Shout out.
I like it short. I agree with you, Megan.
Oh, that's funny. So, are you going to bring us back up here with a video segment?
I hope so. So, I like to watch YouTube before bed, and so I've been watching like a lot of wrestling stuff, but lately it's been a lot of like 90s Cleveland Indians stuff, because that makes me happy, because that's nostalgia. That's,
that's a good time.
Some of the best times. And, we're talking about Jim Thome. We're talking about their lineup. Talking about Kenny Lofton should be in the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous. So, Albert Bell. Everybody heard, knows stories about Albert Bell. Little cantankerous.
Badass.
Might run over a trick-or-treater in his car. You never know.
Big boy.
But this
may or may not. Allegedly.
May or may not. But this is one of my favorite things. And I don't know how loud it's going to be, but
it should be good on loud, yeah.
Baseball players like Albert Bell.
Oh, John Boy.
Just angry in the box, angry all the time. Here we are, 1999. If you're wondering why they're wearing those dumb uniforms, these were the turn ahead the clock and dress like an idiot uniforms.
Those were the City Connect jerseys.
The pitch.
Oh, right in the arm.
Runners on base, and Bell wants to knock in the winning run. He wants an RBI, not a hit by pitch. And I think, you slow it down, and it looks like it just barely nicked his hand. I'm sure
it almost went towards his face. It went towards his
went
shoulder.
through the crevice of his bat and his hands. Like it went past him almost a little bit.
It was like at his shoulder level.
Yeah, he's a right-handed batter, and it looked like it hit his right shoulder.
He doesn't want to go to first.
Yeah, he wants to stay.
I'm like, go to first.
He's like, it didn't touch me.
It didn't touch
me.
I'm not going to first.
Nope, not I. I'm here. I'm not going to first. I'm hitting. You good? All right, throw the ball over the plate.
Oh, that's so funny.
I love it.
I have never seen this.
I know, but I'm not leaving.
They need to bring back those short sleeve jerseys.
Hey, tell your guy, throw the mother ball
right now.
That's all he wants. Skip comes out. He's like, what's going on? Why are we so angry? And eventually they're going to calm him down. They're going to get him to go to first.
my
He's angry
God.
about it. I mean,
They get him to go to first?
Telling him, like,
We'll see.
hey, I got to take the bat out of your hand. Just go to first.
The fact that he
wants
just wants to
hit. You got
stay
some
in
Puka
there.
Shell, shirtless, Maryland doing their thing in the back. He gets to first base. He's angry about it. But eventually, 37-year-old, 38-year-old Cal Ripken steps up.
Cal
He
Ripken,
gets
yeah.
the walk-off hit. This was win number 11 in a 13-game
The guy
stretch
just skips
for the
over the
Orioles.
ball.
And they celebrated less than you see teams celebrate walk-offs in spring training these days. So that's what guy thought this is a great moment to kiss my girl. Bell still angry. Yeah, this seems like a spring training walk-off.
Man, that
celebration.
Orioles
Maybe it's the
team
dumb
was
uniforms they
heat,
had to
dude.
wear. Maybe
Like
they're mad they
Albert
didn't
Bell
have-
and Carl Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken.
Cal
Ripken.
Carl's a mess. I just have Carl.
The callbacks of
Carl Ripken Jr.
Well, that was one of my. That is a good one. I wouldn't known who Carl was until Summer House.
Well, now you do,
Now I
Tom.
do.
You're welcome.
You don't even know what he looks like. He's just a mess.
Yeah.
That's all you need
Imagine
to know.
a mess.
But I
That's
love,
Carl. Clip that one too.
But more than Carl, I love Albert Bell, and I just love how he's just like, no, I want an RBI. I want a home run. Like, don't. But then the fact that Cal Ripken Jr., who's been, playing for 20 years, like a statesman of the league, is sitting after him. He's probably like, dude, what are you doing?
Right.
And then he just comes up and gets that game-winning hit after all that.
Did you clock how many outs there were? Like the situation? I was not.
I think there was 2 outs.
Was there 2 outs?
Maybe, and it looked like it was to win the game. So
Yeah.
it was probably the bottom
So I
of the ninth.
apologize. It was to win the game. I don't know how many outs.
Yeah.
Dude, there was another clip of Albert Bell just going from first to second, just like destroying this dude.
Well,
Remember
that was against Fernando Vina of the Brewers.
Like that,
he
yeah.
messed him up. He messed him up
Yeah.
so bad.
So Albert Bell was a G, dude, back in the day.
He got into a lot of trouble. I love when they thought he corked his bat and he just got out of the dugout. As, don't look at, judge me based
I'll
on Albert
Photoshop
Bell.
it.
But yeah.
I'll put Albert Bell there.
No, you put Super Tom, or what was that? Super Tom?
The AI trophy picture.
Shouts out Battleflow.
Oh,
But
that's great.
Yeah, Albert, like, he just goes because Fernando Vina was trying to do the double play and he just trucked him. He just, he did not try to move at all. And dude got hurt. Like, it was kind of like the Jose Ramirez, Tim Anderson, where it basically ended dude's career. Like, that hit was it.
Yeah, just like sucked all the ego out of his soul.
Yep.
I saw it in real time.
He cried. The other thing was the corked bat.
Oh,
when they all went through the ductwork into the umpire's locker room to steal the bat and try to replace it so that they can try to get away with using a corked bat. And it never ended up working.
I think Mythbusters did a thing on the corked bat that it didn't even help. It didn't even matter.
Like the amount of speed that you increased, but the weight that was decreased, it was basically negligible.
Right.
It was just kind of embarrassing because then you had Sammy Sosa broke his bat in a game. And then they was like, this is so obviously corked. And it was like, really?
Right.
We have steroids for a reason. Why
Exactly.
do you need to cork your bat?
I was just going to say, if someone's corking their bat, check them for steroids. That's probably the bigger thing. All right. Well, that was a podcast about baseball.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I'm about that. Yeah. You'll get a better clap from me for a podcast about baseball.
And I'm jealous I didn't get invited to any of these games, but we got to go soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We should all go get district
should go
seats.
to-
They're like, what, $20-$30 now? You get a beer?
Tickets on James.
Like and subscribe to this podcast.
Well, next time you have your parents' tickets, aren't there 4 of
God
them?
bless. Yeah, 4. But yeah, they usually go.
1,
though.
2, 3.
That wasn't even one of their games to go. I think someone in their group couldn't go and they gave them their tickets. So yeah.
Well,
Well, we had a good
tell
time.
your parents, I know they don't watch. Tell them to stop being so stingy.
Oh, I do want to.
Give us some tickets. Come on.
I do want to share
Support
one
the
last
pod.
thing out the door. Usually when I sit so close to the batter and everything, I tend to do my research on one specific player, and my parents called me out, and I can't do this anymore because it was so effective. Mm-hmm. But so it would just be a random player. Like I didn't do it like the past couple times, but like if it was Tampa Bay, I would research one Tampa Bay player, know where they went to high school, know where they went to college, know something embarrassing about them or whatever, and that would be my guy the entire time. So anytime he'd come up to bat, I would start with a loud boo randomly. and then just like talk on, you know, his high school career or his college career or whatever. And I swear to God, every time I did that, 0 for 4, 0 for 5, whatever, dude would not ever hit. And I knew I would get in their head, and like people around us would be like, they'd be like, dude, that's hilarious. Like, how do you know like, why do you boo that guy? Like, what do you have against this one guy? Like, just random people around us. And I'm like, no reason. It's just my guy this time. So they're like, what the fuck?
So you're telling me that you chose your parents not feeling comfortable over the Guardians winning?
No, well, yeah, I did. Yeah.
You did.
When they said kind of like slow down on that. Maybe not so much. I completely stopped because I respect that. But I thought it was funny. People around me thought it was pretty funny.
If the guy went 0 for 4, 0 for 5 every game.
Dude, I tell you, every single time.
Sounds like you had a little bit of an advantage for the Guardians organization, and you forfeited it for your parents feeling comfortable.
Yeah, well,
that's all I'm saying.
That's how I got so close to my parents.
My goodness.
So I'll just sit back and casually hate the other team.
Well, I guess with that, respect your parents.
Respect
everyone.
Your parents. Yes,
respect your parents. It's the overall best decision.
Even if that means not making fun of Yandy Diaz for having 41 hits in 2017.
What? Where did this come from, Yandy Diaz?
Cue the outro.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers player Yandy Diaz.
Cue the outro.
Legs weak, going hard on this concrete. Pressing earth got you feeling like a monster. The end is near. All the training got you here. The vision and goals accomplished. It should be clear. Boy, listen, ain't no way you giving up. The runner side got you lifted. Opposite of stuck. You know we gonna make it. Never fake it. Go and take it cause you winning. No escaping victory is what I'm saying. Spitting truth. 24 finished. Only 2 till you booze. Mile 25 got it you versus you.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hangout Culture Podcast. We're so happy you're spending some time with us today. I am James. To my left, we have the distinguished drinker of dark ale, the Akron ABV Avenger, the dude that does not abide, Daisy Allendale if you're nasty, my buzzing cousin, David Murrin.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here.
On the opposite end of the corner. Let me redo this whole thing.
Another outtake.
It has to be good. Fuck it. This is the only part that is not.
We haven't had an intro outtake in.
Well, and I did that double tap on the bell to do 4
dude,
instead of 3.
Yeah, that's what got me because it like lagged. It's like like a pinball machine.
And I could tell it threw you off the whole time. I was like, just stop. Just stop. It's okay.